Hi you guys, welcome back again to my channel and with a new video. Anyway, it's been like maybe a couple days since I made a video. No, I don't think it's a couple days. I think it's a week. Because I the last time I made a video, I got sick, and so if my voice is kind of bad right now, but I'm slowly healing. So yeah, besides that, don't mind my room because it's pretty messy, and I'm trying to record this video really fast because I'm on a tight schedule right now. So if I do miss anything else, I do apologize for that, and I'm gonna try to I'm probably gonna be speaking really fast, so please don't mind me. And also I'm slowly getting better, so my voice is not the best right now, but anyways, so this video is going to be about the first week of orientation, working on the floor in my unit that I got hired on. Again, I'm not gonna probably tell you guys my workplace, like the workplace that I'm working at, just to be on just to be more like on a confidential, etc. So I do apologize for that if I can't give you guys information. But anyway, I look like a mess, so please don't mind me. Every time I make a video, I always look like a mess, like I have no makeup and everything. But anyways, so going back to sorry, going oh my god, sorry. Anyways, going back to the first day of orientation, working at the floor. So my very first day, it was on a Wednesday, but again, I was supposed to go to work like on Monday through Wednesday, but I got sick, so I then went to work on Wednesday through Friday. So first day of work on Wednesday, when I got there, it was pretty okay, but I was really nervous and everything, and the whole experience was really, really, really weird. And I gotta say, I gotta say, where I'm working at, I will say is that I do work in a rehab place, and so if you know rehab, they're pretty chaotic, and it's a really fast place and high demand place. If you know, then you know what I mean. But besides all of that, when I went to work there, I had to train again for on day shift for 2 weeks before I can go and work night shift. And so when I was on day shift, there was this other PCT, more the trainer that will be training you, they're more like skilled and they're more experienced. So I had to be with one of the trainer girl. But then when I got there, I was really nervous, and I was hoping to train with the new PCT girl that was working with me and her trainer, so I feel a bit better. But then when I got there, one of the nurse suggested that I train with somebody else, and so I was training with somebody else. And so the first day was really about like just shadowing your trainer. But for me, I feel bad, so I always try to do the work and try to follow them and try to be just trying to do hands-on stuff with the trainer as much as possible, so that they know that I'm not really like a slacker. Like I try to put like a lot of like hands-on work, so that they know that this person is not just looking at us like while training, like they actually want to participate and be a part of the team. So that's what I was doing. And it was really weird because I felt like maybe that place was really fast paced, or I don't know, but it was confusing at first for me how people do reports and all that stuff, like how night shift and first shift, when it's time for night shift to leave and the first shift gets in, and then they have to give us reports. So that was kind of weird for me because I never done that, so I was confused at first. But then the trainer kind of tells me what happened, and then after that and then we have to go do our rounds, meaning you had to go to each patient you have and see, and see what, like you just have to go and look and see what they're up to, or kind of go see if they're sitting down or if they're in the bed, or if they're with a therapist, or etc. I'm sorry guys, I'm really bad at explaining in details because I'm still kind of new to all this too. So I'm trying to like tell you guys as much detail as much as I can. But we did our round. I think for us, for our PCT, we do our rounds at odd hours. So like if I get there in the morning, I do like at 7 o'clock, and then 9, and then 1 o'clock, and then 3 o'clock, and then 5 o'clock. But then because I believe the nurses are the one that are doing their rounds at even numbers, like 8 o'clock, and then 10, and then 12, so on. And so for us, and then the trainer told me that we only do vital signs like one time per day. To me, that was kind of weird because I'm like, I thought we're supposed to do like, vital signs like every 2-3 hours, or, etc. But I think because, work, like for me working in that, environment or that place is very like, high demand. So you're always going to be walking in and out all the time. So I think that's probably why they're only doing vital signs like one time per day or something. I don't know. But I also don't want to get in trouble. I don't know. So I was confused, but I'm just going based on what they tell me. And then, so patient is supposed to get up like at 7. They're supposed to eat breakfast at 7, and then eat lunch at 12, and then eat dinner at 5 o'clock. I think 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock. And so for us to do our rounds, it's like I'm still trying to get used to, prioritizing everything and making sure that every hour, what am I supposed to do, do like kind of have like a timeline of what I'm supposed to do. But the fact that, when a trainer are training me, I feel like there's a lot of like going back and forth. So I was really, really, really confused on my first day, because like I want to ask the trainer and them like how, like, when is the right time for me to chart, when is the right time for me to document everything, when is the right time for me to go do rounds, when is the right time for me to go do vital signs. There's just so many factors that you have to follow. And I feel like because they're so busy too, that they can't really tell me everything like all in one time. And so I just have to like follow them and just kind of have to like see what they're doing. And so throughout the whole time, like the first day, like I was just following them. So we went, so 7 o'clock I'm sorry if it's like a lot repetitive, but I'm trying to like tell you guys in detail, step by step or time by time, you see what we did. So when we got there, and then we did rounds at 7, and then we came back, and then we had to get the patient up. Whoever isn't up, but we had to get the patient up to go and eat their breakfast. Most of the time, the occupational therapist will be the one that get the patient up too, because they have to work with the patient. So, which was a really good thing. And then 9 o'clock, we went and did our rounds just to check and see if the patients are okay, and etc. There's a lot of stuff that go behind that, but I'm not gonna go in detail with that. That might be for like another video, which is really, really, really weird. And then, and then my first day, holy cow, I got to wipe a lot of poop, which I didn't really mind because I was getting better from getting sick. So I was wearing a mask, and I could smell through my mask, but when you have kids, you're kind of like immune to like the smell. So to me, the smell was like, it was okay. But yeah, I got to actually wipe a lot of poop on my first day, which was a good experience for me. I felt kind of stupid when I asked the trainer. I was like, am I supposed to wipe, like, how am I supposed to wipe? Like, I know the concept of how we're supposed to wipe, but I feel stupid for asking her. Like, she probably looked at me like I was stupid. Like, I know that we're supposed to wipe from front to back, but like, I wanted to double check with her, like, is there a way, or like, like a way that we're supposed to follow when we're supposed to wipe, and stuff like that. So it was really weird. It was really funny. I like I mean I do know how to wipe, but I just want to know like, you know, like recap of what I was supposed to do. But anyway, and then what is it? And then 12 o'clock. Well, actually, like I think like 11:30, we had to get the patient up again to eat. What is it? Lunch. But there are some patients that can eat in the room, and there's some patient that will eat in the dining room because the patient that could eat in their room, like they got the okay of saying they can eat in the room, and the patient that had to eat in the dining room, they have to because everybody at the every patient that we work with, they're like, fall risk. So you have to be careful because they might fall, So that's why you have to keep an eye on them and make sure they eat in the dining room, etc. And then, oh, I forgot. You have to, after they're done eating, you have to keep a record of like how much they're eating, like their input and output. I mean, not output, their input. But I was kind of confused on that because I was trying to ask them like, when do we charge like input of the patient after they eat or drink, their meal? But then they told me that don't worry about that because I guess somebody else does that, which I was really confused. Like, y'all, I'm confused because I was trying to figure out like step by step, like, I was expecting to go into work and then like, they show me things step by step, but then they really didn't. So I was really confused. Like, I was confused, like, still is, even though I'm over orientation for the first week, but still kind of confused. And then after that, and then lunchtime, we had to pass our tray, pick up tray, and put it away, and then go back and do our rounds, the usual, and then did our glucose. I think we do glucose. We got to take our the patient glucose, what patient we have that needs to get their glucose done. We had to do at 11:30 and another one at 4:30. And then when it's time for dinner, we go get the patient around 5 o'clock. Well, before 5 o'clock because dinner gets there at 5 o'clock. So we had to get the patient up and ready and make sure they're by the dining room or etc. by 5. And then hopefully by the time they're done eating, then we put, all the trays away. And again, you got to mark down like how many percents they eat and how many milliliter or whatever they drink. But you just had to write on the paper and then put it in the tray or put it on the stuff, and then you're good to go. And then by the time all of that happened, by the time, you put your patient back into bed, and then you should be good enough to like you should be good enough to come back and do reports and stuff, or get ready to give reports to the night shift. There's just a lot of stuff that is happening. So yeah, like it still get kind of confusing for me just because I feel like everything is like going back and forth. So and maybe for me, maybe because right now I feel like at this moment I'm like a slow learner just because I feel like everything is all over the places, and so I'm trying to get used to it. But then one of the girl that was new with me, she was really good. I think she had some experience, so she knew what she was doing. And throughout the whole time, I just feel really stupid because I'm just looking at her and she know what she's doing. I'm over here like, what the heck am I doing? Like, I'm not like I don't know. I feel like maybe some people don't like me because I don't know what I'm doing. So it was kind of weird, but I guess eventually I'll get there somehow, some way. But that was it for first day, and then the second day. So the second day, my trainer, she was already been working there for 6 days, so she wasn't even gonna come in on my second day. Same thing with the new girl that was supposed to be working with me. Her trainer wasn't even there on my second day, so nobody was there. So on my second day, I had to train with this other PCT girl that's been there for like 4 or 5 months. So I've been following her around, and then the vibe was a little bit better. Like, don't get me wrong, like the trainer and everybody else on the first day was pretty okay, but I just felt like a little bit of relief when I was there on my second day with the trainer on the second day that was training me. She was pretty okay, but she kind of showed me a little bit more stuff of what I'm missing out on my first day. So I got a little, like, I got to know more stuff on the second day, but I was still kind of confused too because we were so busy. Again, I believe that we were so busy that I feel like it was hard for them to like train us like step by step of what we need to do. And so, again, doing the same old same training, like, after the rounds, you go chart, and then after your, vital signs or whatever, you go chart. It's the same thing over again, getting patient up for breakfast, lunch, and then dinner, and making sure they're okay. And just kind of like the very basic stuff, but I'm still trying to get used to all of that stuff because I'm still like kind of confused. Just because I feel like I know what I was doing, but at the same time, like I still want them to like like make sure that whatever step I'm doing is actually like, right, or the action I'm doing is actually right. That vibe where like you know what you're doing, but at the same time you want to make sure that it's right. If you don't do it, if I mean you do it enough, but at the same time if you don't really understand it, then it gets like then it gets confused again. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of deal. Um, so the same thing with after the second day and then the third day, my orientation was like almost the same thing, but um, the third day was pretty chill because I think the patient that we had was pretty okay. But then, like, oh my God, the first and second day was crazy. I felt like it was crazy because we had to run back and forth, run back and forth. People got to poo, and then people got to use the restroom, and then like so many things our nurses want us to do, and so many things that people want us to do. So it was like a lot of a lot of stuff. Oh my God, my feet was hurting so bad. And then like the first 2 days, I wore like the wrong shoes. I wore the smaller size shoes, and my feet was hurting. And then I had to go buy new shoes because my feet was hurting so bad. And now like my toes are having like bruises because I wore the wrong shoes. So note to that: don't wear small shoes. Make sure you feel comfortable when you go to work. And then and I forgot to say, my first day I already got yelled at. But it wasn't, I feel like it wasn't my fault, like I feel like I'm so nice that I feel like I can't stand up for myself, which that's something that I need to work on. I really need to start standing up for myself. I'm not really gonna go into detail. It's just one of the therapists got mad at me because of something she told me to do, but then like I'm really scared to make mistakes, so I try to confirm with her. How you do a feedback where you confirm with them and make sure that whatever they're telling you what to do is correct. And so I made sure that I told her 2 times, whatever she wants me to do, I made sure I told her 2 times if that's correct. But I think she was so busy that she just kind of, like said yes and then she ran off. I don't know. But then I came back with the wrong thing, and then it was for a different patient. And yeah, she got mad at me, and then she walked away, smacking her lips at me, because when I got up to her, I told her that, I apologize, like, I told her I'm sorry, you know, but then I was going to explain, why, why I supposedly made a mistake. Like, I was going to say, I'm sorry, but then, blah, 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 but then, like, she just cut me off and said, like, whatever, and stuff like that. So on my first day, no, actually, that was my second day. Sorry. Again, that was not my second day. So, yeah, I got yelled at on my second day. It was kind of bad. It was, like, bad. So, I'm sorry. Somebody was at the door. But, yeah, you guys, the whole experience was really weird. Just because I feel like I'm still confused on certain things. So, I'm sorry if the video is not what you guys are looking for. I'm just trying to recap like everything as much as I can. And then this week I'll be going back tomorrow, which is Tuesday, until Thursday. So hopefully, I don't know, this week might be crazy too, but after this week, and then I'll be going to night shift on Sunday. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff, you guys. It's just it's like very basic stuff, but like I said, if I don't understand, then I won't be able to really be able to have that, concept in my mind that I need to do this, I need to do that. So I feel like the only thing that I'm still really confused about is like, when it's time for them to eat, like who can eat in the room and who can't eat in the room. That's the only thing that I'm still kind of confused on, because I think because the trainer, they're like so busy, and I feel like when I ask them that, they get really mad at me. I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm just trying to ask questions. I'm just trying to know what I'm doing, because I don't want to make any wrong mistake. And same thing, like, if I don't know the patient diet, the restriction diet, their diet or whatever, then it's hard for me, because sometimes when you pass out tray for the patient, and sometimes other patient, they want certain things and you had to go grab it from them, and then like you don't know their diet or etc., then you could give them the wrong thing. So that's the only thing that I'm still kind of confused on. And same thing with like what was the other thing that I'm still kind of confused on? There was this one other thing I forgot. And this week, yeah, I don't remember. There's just so many things I don't remember. And then this week, probably this week, I'm gonna be doing. I think they're gonna train me how to do transferring patient from, bed commode, or, from the bed to the restroom, or the restroom to the wheelchair, or etc. So I think I'm having a hard time with that. So I think this week I'm gonna be training on that. So hopefully by this week, I'll get an idea of how to do that. But overall, everything is okay. Just the little minor stuff that gets me confused. So, yeah, we'll see how this week goes, you guys. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it, like, just because day shift is crazy as heck. So, we'll see. I'm just so, like, caught up with so many things right now, just because my kids are sick, and, just a lot of things going on. So I'm, like, trying to make sure, like, I get on top of things. So, the other thing that I still get confused of trying to get in my, like, trying to remember is, like, the patient. I think that's what everybody's having a hard time. Oh my god, my voice, having a hard time, because I'm having a hard time trying to remember my patient, and I think that's why it was hard for me, because I'm trying to I'm having a hard time trying to remember the patient. Where is the patient at? Who are my patient? When it's time for them to eat or stuff, like how to bring the tray to them. So I'm like, oh, who's my patient again? Like, who's my patient? So that's what I really need to work on, and I kind of got it down to how to remember them, but I think I'm gonna have to find a different alternative way to remember my patient and etc. So yeah, it's a lot, you guys. And just being a PCT with no experience or whatever is already kind of frustrating. Besides the fact that I already have some medical history behind me, and it was like already like kind of confused. So like imagine like working as an RN or working as something else is, wow. Like, I'm already having trouble, like, being a PCT, and then imagine going back to school. Like, I'm gonna be, like, confused as heck. So, and you guys, I'm old. Like, I'm old, so, like, I can't remember all these stuff in my mind. So, but yeah, we'll see how things go this week. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. So, because I'm going to be working with the same team that I have been working on my first day. So we'll see how things go. But anyways, if I don't give you guys like a feedback by the end of this week, then I might do another video. I don't know when, maybe next month or so, and see how it is. But other than that, I just, do a quick video showing you guys what I did in my first week of orientation, just to kind of give you guys, the heads up of what I've been doing, what I've been seeing, and what to expect. So, yeah. But, anyways, if you guys have any other questions or etc., just comment, comment down in the comment, whatever, below, whatever, and then I'll see if I can, like, give you guys an answer. Sorry. And by that means, yeah, just, wish me luck again. Hopefully I won't die this week. I'm like, my legs are hurting so bad. So it's been like almost a year since I've been working the place that I stand up, you know, walk around. So it'll take time for me to kind of get used to it again. But anyways, yeah, good luck to me, and hopefully I survive this week. Hopefully I don't quit. So I guess hopefully we'll make it through. All right, and then I'll see you guys in the next video or so, if I even make one. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, see you guys. Bye. I'm sorry this video is not what you guys are looking forward to, but it's just, yeah, very, just gonna throw it out there like that. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys whenever. Okay, bye.